I've been meaning to tell this for some time. I think for the past 2 weeks, everybody around me was telling, I'm looking so dull, tired, exhausted. And when I was seeing myself in front of the camera or in front of, the mirror, I saw somebody who I was not liking. My face looked dull and it was full of pimple and pimple marks, and I'm not usually used to seeing my face like that. Now, it also reminded me during COVID. Also, I had a similar, a lot of pimples coming on the face, and I was just not liking how I looked, and I had gained a lot of weight also at that point of time. So, just looking at yourself becomes difficult. And all these things, whenever I go through this phase, these are phases, okay? I'm not all the time feeling these things, and not all the time, I'm like, oh, I'm not looking good. There are days when I feel great on my, in my skin and how I look and I feel, but there are days when I don't. And I always reflect back as to why do I feel like this? And the answer is always you're reminded by people around you that, oh, how you look, the color of your skin, how clear your skin is. I have had people telling me, oh, your skin is so clear and beautiful, you are so lucky. Then sometimes, oh, you are so dark when growing up, like, your complexion is whitish, darker side. So you might have difficult for finding a guy for you. For my family, it will be difficult to find a guy for me. And there were so many narratives around. Even growing up, the people we look in, we used to look in the camera, they were flawless. In the screen, big screen, they were all flawless. So around you, the narrative is always there that you have to look in a certain way, and the moment you don't look in a certain way, you suddenly start not feeling good about yourself. Hold on to the thought, because even if I'm aware of that thought, does it make me realize that, oh, these are all problematic thoughts and we should all steer away from it? I know, but still it affects me, affects my everyday confidence and how I feel good about myself or not, right? And recently, I realized with the AI, you're asking Gemini or ChatGPT or, the AIs to create a beautiful, like you're uploading a photo of yourself and asking it to recreate or reimagine it in a particular sari with a particular light and shadow, a particular background. And I'm looking at those beautiful pics of all the, lovely women that I have in my, are my friends and my family, and I find them so beautiful looking in that photos, and I realized, wait a minute. The moment you are asking AI to create a beautiful image of yours, and the beautiful as in how you think what beauty is, you're defining that for AI, and AI also has been given a prompt, I'm sure in its training, that how they are defining beautiful. And when you see those images and you look so good at it, and when I'm seeing those pics, these women are looking so amazing, and I just feel, imagine if I make a photo of myself, asking AI to make it beautiful, and the output that will be there. And when I see it, I'll be comparing my present self to the self that AI has generated, which is not real. It looks beautiful. That means, am I not beautiful? This thought has been going in my head. What if, these kind of acts also make you more self-conscious of how you look and feel, and it's a spiraling effect that will make you feel more uncomfortable with your own skin, because now you have a standard as to you can look like this. If you wear something like this, or if you are in such kind of light and shadow, your teeth. I was looking at one of my cousin's AI generated pic, and it was I initially failed to recognize it as an AI generated pic, and I was like, oh my gosh, she's looking so gorgeous, so beautiful. And then I realized, wait, is she her, or is it the AI generated trend that is going on? And I went to the pic bag and I checked her teeth and I checked her face properly, and I compared it with her original pics, and I realized, oh my god, it's different. Okay, but at the first glance, you think that they are same, but when you start scrutinizing it, how the cheeks look, how the teeth is looking, how the hair is flowing, how the makeup is done, how the eyebrows are there, you will find the nuances and differences. And it is because of all these things that float around that we become so conscious of how we look and appear, that we go for certain kind of treatments, we go for certain, and most of us don't, especially in the Indian context, but we start feeling the need for it, right? And but my question is there even a need for me to compare myself with my own image of a perfect that AI thinks is, right? That's a AI generated perfect image of me. But why can't I be perfect just the way am I? And why can't we as a woman collectively stop going out on these trends and see, maybe it makes you feel beautiful, and if it uplifts your confidence and makes you feel good in a way and that you like it, you should go ahead and do it. But I'm just trying to question the whole practice of why we have to look good. Why are we being made to, or trained to think that that's a better version of me? And we are putting that up, we are putting it everywhere, we are sharing it with our friends. But in the process, are we forgetting who we are and how we look and appear, and not trying to come in terms with it? Because I always struggle with, the good days when I feel I look good, I feel comfortable on my skin, and there are days when I don't feel. So I always compare and contrast it, why it has to be that way. And I have come to realize that it's okay. It's okay to feel bad sometimes, it's okay to not feel good, because that's how I've been conditioned. And it's been a process of unconditioning, unlearning, relearning. But to be honest, no matter how much unlearning I'm doing, still I do feel conscious. Even now, before coming in front of the camera, I comb my hair, I just put some moisturizer on, just to look a bit better, present a bit better version of myself in front of you. But it's just a narrative that we should think about and question, and not let earlier, I feel like now the paradigm is changing. Earlier society was defining what beauty is. That feed has now got into the AI. It has been fed to AI now. This is what beauty means. And now AI is generating back those images for us and reinforcing those beauty standards. Why it has to be that perfect smile, why the hair has to flow that way. It's all how we have seen people around, and this is the first time we are getting a chance to feel and see ourselves that beautiful in front of the camera, which is really good. I wouldn't have imagined, that we can recreate this thing when we were growing up as kids. We used to only see the film actresses and the models on the TV doing that. So it's good that AI is making it accessible for us to also feel and look good that way. But I'm just trying to question the whole beauty, notion itself. Then why do we have to follow the standard that these people at the top are setting it, right? Like, who is the one who's setting and defining the beauty standards? Why can't we post our everyday photos of how we look? Okay, irrespective of whether we are tired, exhausted, or we have pimples, or we have dark circles, or whatever on our face, and this is how we look in real life, right? This is who we are as human beings. This is what defines us as individuals, in the sense that this is the skin we are living in every day. We don't have to have those skins. So why can't we reclaim or redefine the meaning of beauty in itself? That's what I have been struggling for a few days, and I just wanted to speak it out here. Do let me know what's your take on the whole trend that's going on, and how do you define beauty, and how would you want it to be changed, if at all, or the changes that should be incorporated in the beauty standard that is there. Thank you.